What are some examples of the doctrine of double effect? Have you ever faced a situation where a good action might lead to an unintended bad outcome? This is where the doctrine of double effect comes into play. It is a moral principle that helps us navigate these tricky situations. The doctrine states that an action can be morally acceptable if it has two effects, one that is intended and good, and another that is unintended and potentially harmful. Let's look at some real-life examples to clarify this concept. First, consider self-defense. Imagine someone is attacked and needs to protect themselves. The intended effect is to defend oneself, while the unintended effect might be the harm or even death of the attacker. According to the doctrine of double effect, this action can be justified if the intention is not to harm the aggressor but to ensure personal safety. Next, let's think about medical treatment. A doctor may prescribe a medication that helps a patient recover from an illness. However, this medication might also cause side effects, such as nausea. If the doctor's primary intention is to heal the patient and not to induce nausea, then the action aligns with the doctrine of double effect. Now, let's move to the context of war. Military operations often involve actions that have both intended and unintended consequences. For instance, when a military target is bombed, the goal is to weaken the enemy. Unfortunately, this may also result in civilian casualties. The doctrine can apply here if the intention is to target military assets rather than harm innocent people. Another example can be found in environmental policies. A company might introduce a new initiative to reduce carbon emissions, aiming to improve environmental health. However, this policy might lead to job losses in certain industries. If the company's intention is to protect the environment and not to cause unemployment, the action can be viewed as morally acceptable under the doctrine of double effect. These examples illustrate how the doctrine of double effect operates in various ethical and moral contexts. It emphasizes the importance of intention behind actions and the need to weigh the good outcomes against any potential harm. This principle is particularly useful in situations where quick decisions are necessary, helping individuals and organizations consider both the intended results and possible unintended consequences. By applying this doctrine, we can better navigate the moral complexities of our choices and actions.